incoming.
Duck out. RPG.
Securing B.
Couldn't stand a little heat.
Securing A.
What's up guys, Champ here bringing you some more Black Ops 3 gameplay. Today what I got for you is a little free-for-all, but first I just wanted to play you this clip with this little streak that I went on. It was a quick roofless that I got playing on Spire Domination. It's going to be over soon. I just wanted to show you the end of it. Normally I would have just showed you just the burning part, but I just kept continuing this streak. Alright, so now we're going to get down to the real gameplay, and in this gameplay we're going to be going over a free-for-all game that me and Mr. Cod both played in. We ended up finishing with a 64-1 KD between the two of us. We only got one death the whole time, and sadly it was me. Towards the end of the game, someone came and snuck up behind me when I was completely caught off guard because I thought other people were coming from a different direction. It was literally right at the end of the game. I think it was 95 to about 12 or 15 or whatever they finished with, and then we finished the game right afterwards. I didn't even get to kill anybody else afterwards. But I'm going to show you both of our gameplays here in just two different perspectives of how we went and got such a high KD playing two-man party, just completely dominating the other team in some free-for-all. And me and Mr. Cod, when we get in a free-for-all game, it's pretty much guaranteed that we're gonna win, unless we're playing versus some like really prestige players or just like some really high KD players, like 2 KD, maybe even 3 KD players. But even that you can't even watch nowadays because you look at their stats and then halfway through the game they end up quitting, and then now you know why they had such high stats, because every time they start to get whooped up on they just quit the game, and those stats really aren't that accurate. You have to look at all stats combined when you're really trying to measure up a player on the other team. And then you also got to realize some people play in nothing but full parties and they're going to have really good stats too. So stats, I mean, you look at them before the game starts, but don't read too much into them because there's a lot of people that just dashboard or quit the game so early whenever they're getting beat up on. I mean, there's so often that I get a set of wraps and then half the team just leaves. This first gameplay is Mr. Cod's perspective of the free-for-all, and he ends up going 34-0, flawless free-for-all. And we do end up finishing this game pretty quick. He's running a little bit different setup than me, but we are running the same score streaks. He's got the wraps on, the hater, and the UAV. And with both of us running hater and UAV, that's why it's so easy for us to get these high score streaks, low kill games, because we know where the enemy is the whole entire time. He throws up a UAV, and if he doesn't have one, I'm throwing up a UAV, and that gets us to our haters. And then we both throw the wraps on. Truthfully, had I not thrown the wraps on and he didn't have the wraps on, he probably would have dropped a nuclear in this game. I came close. I got about a 19 gun streak, and then that's when I got taken off of my streak. And with the wraps, they just clean them up so quickly, and that kind of ruins the gun streak a little bit. You'll notice if you pay a little bit of attention that our gameplays kind of intertwine a little bit. Like that guy he just killed, that guy actually had bullets on me and he was aiming down sights at me. I had to duck into cover, and then Mr. Cod came and cleared him out. And I'm sure I helped him out in my version of the game as well. I just remember that play because of course I'm going to remember my version a little bit better. But he does end up with the better of the two gameplays. I mean, he gets 4 more kills than me, and he actually ends up going on a brutal in this game, where I only went on a 19 gun streak. My wraps went in a little more than his, I think. I don't even know. But look at him. I mean, he's just clearing out the spawns right here. And this is what I mean about the wraps. Like, he could have got a couple more kills right there, but the wraps came in and just took them all out. And right now, they're just spawning all around. He's going to try to go and take more people out. He actually gets to these guys before the wraps do. If you're ever looking for where the other team is, sometimes you could just follow the wraps, because the wraps always know where the other team is. They're almost like a little UAV themselves. The only problem is by the time you get there, they're usually taken out. But look at this right here. He runs out of ammo. But look, I'm going to come over. You can't really see. I'm going to take this guy out. And he is actually going to go ahead and he's going to pick up that rocket launcher, which is not what he wants. He's going to end up picking up this dingo. On this map, you can't really see like his teammates, but when you see my version, you'll be able to see that he's in blue because he's my he's in my party. But when you run it back from theater mode, you really can't see that. He does a good job at just reading the hater and completely knowing where the other team is and then just taking them out real quickly. Takes a couple people out with this dingo real quick, and now he's going to go over to the other side of the map, and he's going to end up taking out a couple more. I'm pretty sure the Raps get to these guys before he ever could, and that's the problem. You see right there, perfect example. Oh, he gets one of them. But usually the Raps will just take him out, and he's throwing them up and I'm throwing them up. So that's why this game does end up going so quick. He's going to run over to the other side of the map now, and he's going to take out a bunch more people with this dingo, and that's how he's going to end up picking his brutal up. He ends up with an exact brutal 25 gun streak, and I know for a fact that he would have got a nuclear had we not thrown these Raps in, or had I not thrown mine in, or would just had a little bit more time. When we played this match, we had just gotten off of just beating up on people for about 5 games in a row. So we were feeling good right here. This one's coming to an end, and then I'm going to show you my version of the same exact game. And that's why this is going to be called, I think, like 2-player beatdown and free-for-all. I know 30 and 34 kills on a free-for-all match is not like that great, but when you go flawless and you go just one death, that's what makes it so good. Like, these guys could not even touch us. We were pretty much invincible to these guys. It almost felt like we just played right, we played smart the whole entire game, and we just ended up handling business and playing efficiently. I actually thought that I had the UAV, the hater, and the Raps on, but I guess I had the Wraith, the hater, and the Raps instead. I must have just joined with them because I remember the rest of the day I did end up running the UAV and the hater just because this game went so well with that UAV. We decided right after this we weren't going to throw too many score streaks on. I just had a game today where Mr. Cod was completely dominated and I was dominating right off the bat. And I held on to my Raps to the second half when we both died off our gun streak because we didn't want to run into the same situation. Those Raps are too good sometimes. They really clean up everybody and they really make it so you just end up running back and forth around the map just way more than you want. And because they come right after the hater, you end up wasting a lot of your hater with the Raps just taking all the kills instead of you getting all the kills. So it's almost better to wait till the hater runs out, then throw the Raps on. I feel like that's the new strategy that we're going to end up going with from now on because it just seems like it's going to work better. Right here you'll notice that guy just shot me, so I'm going to wait till my teammate goes in and then I'm going to take him out. He still almost got me anyways, but it's always good sometimes to wait for your teammates to get in there. Use them as bait. I know it's kind of a dirty move, but if they want to just sprint in out of nowhere and not worry about their life, that's fine with me because I'm still going to take out the guys right afterwards. Right here is where I wish I had extended mags because that dude could have turned around and popped me. I ended up shooting that pole instead of him and wasted half my ammo. I do run into some problems sometimes when I don't have extended mags. Same thing right here. I could have easily just took out all 3 of those people with extended mags, but I didn't because I only had 30 bullets. So I ended up, you know, that auto aim sometimes is when you run into a room and there's multiple people, it just ends up shooting in between the people. Like I wanted to shoot the left guy, but the aim assist is bringing me towards the right guy, and that happens sometimes. A lot of times when there's a lot of people in one area, the aim assist will go to the wrong guy or the guy that I just really wasn't expecting it to go to. But it still worked out because I ended up just going into cover, popping back out and jump shooting them. Right here I know they're pretty much coming from that way, but I see Mr. Cod's there and he's about to start watching them from that way. So I'm going to approach their spawn and go down this way. I turn off my flamethrower right there because I didn't want to run into someone too far away for me to actually kill him. I just got more streaks right there. And you'll see, we pretty much have a hater like this whole entire game. Between the 2 of us, I think we both put up either 2, maybe 3 haters throughout this whole process. And this is that spot I was talking about where that guy started to shoot at me. I ducked behind cover and Mr. Cod just came and completely took him out. One of the biggest keys to having these really high scoring, low def games is just to back away from gunfights that just really aren't really in your favor. I mean, that guy had the head glitch. He knew exactly where I was. There was no reason for me to challenge him anymore. Right there, I just ran out of bullets. Definitely no reason for me to challenge anymore either. Look, I got a dingo too. We both ended up picking up the same guy's weapon, which is kind of funny. Speaking of weapons, what do you guys think of the diamond camo? leave a comment if you like it. If I don't really have any other good camos on my Cuda, I just got the Heptic camo on my Brecci, so I'm going to be using that from now on. I think that's like the best camo in the game. Those of you that saw my supply drop opening will notice that I have that. A few people pointed it out to me already. And I really like that camo. It makes it so I don't have to go and get dark matter, which I told you guys I probably am not going to because I just don't feel like sniping ever. I don't have fun sniping. If I don't have fun doing something, why do it? Just to get a little camo that I don't even really care that much about. I mean, those of you that saw my early videos know that I didn't even put camos on my gun until just recently. And then I thought about it. I was like, well, I went and got diamond camo. I might as well throw it on some of my guns. You noticed that in the intro clip that I had the diamond camo on the Pharaoh. I also got you guys a nice Pharaoh gameplay because I know you guys are probably getting sick of you seeing my Cuda all the time. But the Cuda is just so good. Even though they've nerfed it, I still feel like it's just so good with the silencer. I like to run the silencer, and that's why I use the Cuda still. It really doesn't bother me, that nerf. I feel like it's not really that nerfed, really. I feel like I still do really good with it. But I have been trying out some other guns. Like I said, I got the Pharaoh gameplay. I'm probably going to try out a little bit of the Weevil. VMP got nerfed as well, so you won't see too much of that. You're going to see more KN44 from me. I've been playing with that a little bit more. Just some new things. Spice it up a little bit. Add a little different stuff to the channel, you know. You guys might be getting tired of the Cuda gameplay, but it's not really the gun you use. It's all about what you do with the gun when you're playing. And what I pretty much do is just go out there and get really good, high kill, low def gameplays that I think are entertaining. I hope you guys like what you saw, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you like this type of game, where it's just two perspectives of the same exact game, two people going completely off on someone, let me know in the comments. And also check out a previous video of me and Mr. Cod playing team deathmatch on Nuketown, where we both completely go off on the other team, and we actually end up getting what I believe to be the fastest team deathmatch in all of Call of Duty. I don't know for a fact, but I know that I've never seen one online, and I have researched and tried to check. It's a 4-minute team deathmatch on Nuketown. We both end up with kind of like the same score. I get 1 death, I think he gets 0 deaths, or I get 2 deaths, he gets 1 death, and we both end up with like 30 to 35 kills. It's a great gameplay. It goes super quick. It's just me and him destroying on team deathmatch. But if you like what you saw, like I said, hit the like button and subscribe to Champ Gaming if you want to see more. There's plenty more coming. If you like supply drops, check out how many crypto keys I have at the end. I'm going to be doing a supply drop every single week trying to get those new weapons. I really want to get that Peacekeeper. This has been Champ at Champ Gaming. Come see me.